Good morning, billionaires. It's your billionaire boss chick, Tiffany Renee, and today is Millionaire Make a Move Monday. Awesome. So I'm super excited for today, but what moves are you making? So today I want to get into networking. Networking is essential to your business. Why do you say that? Because if you don't have people coming into your business or people inquiring about your business, you really don't have a business. And so networking is another way to get the word out there about who you are and what you do. So today we're going to do 4 steps. Yeah, we're going up. 4 steps that are going to be essential to you doing effective networking. So the first thing that you want to do is practice your 30-second pitch, your 30-second elevator pitch. So we talked about that in another Millionaire Move Monday. I'm not going to go over that in detail. But the reason why you want to practice that is because when people ask you, what do? You don't want to be stumbling over your words. You want to be able to seem confident and you want to seem like you know what you're talking about, because that's going to build confidence in them to do business with you. So you want to practice your 30-second elevator pitch, practice it in the mirror, see what your facial expressions looks like. Practice it so much that it rolls off your tongue immediately when you're having conversations or a cocktail and you're at a networking event. You don't want to be stumbling over the, oh, well, no. You want to seem confident in exactly what you do, and that will bring confidence to that person that you know what it is that you do and you're confident about it. Okay? So practice that 30-second elevator pitch. The next thing you want to do is be an active listener when you're at networking events. Why? Because you're going to meet a dozen or so people. And sometimes you come across hundreds of people depending on how large the networking event is. So in that time, you want to be actively listening to what the person says about their business. And what I usually do is I'll put a note on their business card once they give it to me. I usually try to put a note on their business card that reminds me of what they said about their business. Why do you do that? Well, one, it helps me that when I do my follow-up, I can put, I remember you said this about your business. I remember you said that you like to help people increase in profit margins. When can we talk about doing that? So just listening to what they're saying and then maybe taking a mental note as you gather their business cards. The next thing you want to do is absolutely have business cards. I know people talk about, oh, that's the thing in the past, but something in the mind triggers when you have a transaction. So once I give you something, it sticks with you that this person has something or is giving me something, or they have something that I need. So if you don't have a business card and all you're doing is putting it in your phone, I don't have anything to remind myself of you. You're just another number in my phone. So what I would like to do, what you always want to do is set or make an impression. We talk about the first impressions are very important, and that's very true. So what you want to make sure is you have your business cards ready. When you give them your business card, you should be getting a business card in return. And then, like I said, I like to make a mental note, listening to what they're saying, and then I may jot down on their business card something that will kind of stand out or remind me of who they are and what it is that they do. And it builds some commonality or builds some trust when the people see that you have listened to them. Okay. The last thing you want to do is ask questions. Okay. You want to ask questions, and the reason being is people feel when you start asking questions and people talk about themselves, you can get so much information, but also people feel like you care when you ask them questions. So I always say, get together a couple of questions that you want to ask each person. How did you come into doing this type of work? How long have you been doing this type of work? What about the work is so exciting or makes you passionate about it? Those are some questions that you can use. But asking people, not just, things that are going to make them really get to talking about their business. So how long have you been doing this? Wow, that's awesome. I haven't heard of many people who do that. So what got you into that type of business? Or what motivated you to start that type of business? Or what motivated you to go into that type of job? It doesn't have to necessarily be a business owner. It can be someone else who is working at a job. But just inquiring about them, getting that person to talk about themselves is going to also build some build relationship that becomes relational. So you want to do those 4 things when you're going to networking if you want to network effectively. So the first thing, you want to practice that 30-second elevator pitch, have it down packed. So when you say it, it rolls off your tongue and you look like the boss that you are. Second, you want to also make sure you're doing active listening. Try to get some key things that that person says about their business or the job, write it down on their business card. And then also, have business cards. Absolutely have business cards. Remember, when people make a transaction, it's something that triggers the brain that you either have something I want or I have something that you may need. So you want to always be making sure you're giving some type of transaction, and then you want to also ask questions. Come up with at least 3 questions that you're going to ask each person that will help to build a relationship. People do business with people that they trust. So you want to seem trustworthy, but you also want to seem confident. So this is your millionaire move for Monday, and I want to just continue to have this conversation. So remember to listen, like, and share, and join me over at Tiffany Renee Speaks. We have some really cool things going on there. This shirt is available there, and there's some other merchandise that you can choose and pick. But please, please, please make sure that you are always making your move. Until next time.